Hello there, and welcome back to Prof. Neil. It's a pleasure having you here. And Fridays we're premiering again as usual. When the world woke up to Kerala tourism, magic today, right? But before 1994, nobody went to Kerala. Tourism in India meant only the Golden Triangle, the flogged, beaten Golden Triangle route of Delhi, Agra, Jaipur. Paradoxical, nobody went to Kerala because there were no good hotels there. But people didn't build hotels because nobody went to Kerala. Now, the scenario of tourism in India that time into Kerala was a joke. There was hardly, I don't think there would have been Ministry of Tourism in before 1994 also. Even if it was there, it was a low priority minister given to the most junior, the most insignificant minister. But what happened? Today, Kerala, as National Geographic states, Kerala is one of the top 10 destinations that every person in this world has to visit at least once in his or her lifetime. Kerala recorded its highest growth rate of tourism arrivals in 2019. The statistics, the state had attracted around 1.96 crore domestic and foreign tourists, which was a 17% increase from the previous year. Before 2020, then the pandemic set in, and Kerala also suffered. But how did Kerala become the destination that it is today? Today, India is the leitmotif of India is Kerala tourism. Well, all that started when 1994, when Dr. Venu, IAS, was appointed as the tourism secretary. Standard transfer, standard appointment. Nobody made much of it. And his lieutenant was, as commissioner of tourism, was Mr. Amitabh Kant, IAS again. Dr. Venu's strategy was to make Kerala into a global destination for tourism. And what was this strategy based on? Ayurvedic healing, jungle holidays, high range holidays, backwater trails with houseboats, beaches, sunny beaches that too, and the Nehru boat race. Now these were things that USPs that no other state had. Dr. Venu got that right and he worked on them. He also did something beautiful. He made all the temple festivals, the rich temple festivals of Kerala into a calendar event. There was the Kerala tourism calendar event. The Trishur Puram festival, that was a one-day festival with about 13 temples, 13 elephants from the Tirumbadi and 13 temples from the Bhavati Kshetra. That was on the Vadakanathan grounds. That was made into a tourism event with the Panchavadhyam accompanying it. That 12 or 13 of 20 odd elephant jumbos caparisoned with the mahos changing the parasols on top, umbrellas or parasol, whatever you call it. It became a tourism spectacle. The foreigners loved it and so did the domestic tourists. Then the Irinjalakuda 9-day festival, the Kudal Manikam temple festival. It was a 9-day festival. So you can imagine the cultural legacy, riches there. The elephants, the caparisoned elephants, the Panchavadhyam, the Thayampaka, that is the percussion instruments only. The Panchavadhyam being an orchestra of 5 instruments, typical Kerala tradition. Along with that gave life to the cultural legacy of Kerala. The Mohiniyattam, the Kathakali, the Bharatnatyam, the Chakyar Koot, the Otantullal, you name it, everything was being performed on the stage for the tourists. And they loved it. So all this put together became a package for the tourists. And they wanted to have more and more of it. And Kerala was sold. But lots had to be done for that. Domestic tourists and foreign tourists became repeat case. Because they were totally glued onto Kerala. And glued. So what did Dr. Venu do? He had already sold this idea to tour operators and he didn't even have to sell it to tour operators and to travel agents. and to foreign tourists and domestic tourists, because they were floored by that small little flawed and wooed, I would say flawed and wooed by that small little ad agency, Stark, named Stark, who came up with this iconic copy, Kerala, God's own country. And they came up with brilliant creatives, simple yet breathtakingly brilliant copies about Kerala, copies and creatives. My favorite being the, when life becomes stressful, apply a slice of Kerala. A lady, and there is a lady's face, and there is a European lady, of course, and there's a map of Kerala. Now, Kerala is like it's a good map like this. The slice of Kerala here, and the lady's face on her cheek. Beautiful thinking. Now, Dr. Venu had already signed an agreement with the Taj Group Hotels, and the Taj had started a company called Taj Kerala Hotels Company. Taj Company, otherwise known as the Indian Hotels Company, IHCL. They took, in 1994, they took over the Malabar Hotel in Cochin, and then they built their own hotel, the residency in Cochin again. This was followed by Varkala, Kumaragam, Munnar, and a lot of other places. Taj all over the state. Other hotel operators joined in. Now Kerala is, there's no dearth of hotels, lodges, homestays, you name it. Every kind of lodging establishment is there in Kerala. And there is no breathing space to live there from the month of September to March. Such is the arrival, the influx of tourists, domestic and foreign. Salubrious weather, the Spices Trail in Kochi, the Wooden Palace, the boat races, everything, the annual temple festivals, along with the Aranmula mirror. Now, the uniqueness of the Aranmula mirror is that Kannadi, mirror is known as Kannadi, Aranmula Kannadi. Aranmula is a place in Kerala that it is front reflecting, unlike the glass mirrors where reflection takes place on the back of the mirror, or that is on the reflective coating which is applied, and in the plain mirrors light travels through the glass and then gets refracted. Here it is front reflecting, which is something unique. So things like that and much more things. The Kathakali masks, the annual Muziris biennial, those gentle giants, the elephants, jumbos, whom we can never get tired of viewing. And as a Kerala, I am saying that I can never get tired of them, generally standing in a herd and doing nothing. It's so beautiful to watch them. Now with KTDC opening up North Kerala, that lovely area of hitherto unexplored area of Kozhikode, Malappuram will open up. The forts, the beaches awaits the tourists, foreign and domestic both. So Kerala has got enough USPs. Besides all these earlier one listed, just the Ayurvedic healing, the temple festivals, and the Nehru boat race is enough to keep the tourism stakeholders busy welcoming the guests. So we await Stark's next creatives to keep knowing what's happening in Kerala. So when life becomes stressful, apply a slice of Kerala. Thank you. Bye-bye.